All right, so we are going to go through a training session with the pug here. He's only had one session so far, and the very first thing we want to do when we start a session is find out what our cookie is. And by cookie, we just mean whatever it is the animal wants right now. Whatever the animal is, and it seems to be food, because I have some food in my hand and he's pretty intent on giving it to him. I'm not going to give it to him when he's scratching me like that because we don't want to reinforce that behavior, but when he stops, I'm going to go ahead and try feeding him. And we're looking for, okay, does he like that? Does he want more? And he's staying here, so I would say yes. Food is going to work for him. So next we're going to introduce the clicker, and we want to, we're going to use the clicker as our marker. So I'm just going to click and toss the treat. Okay, so I'm not seeing any sign of fearfulness when I use the clicker, so that is going to be okay. If I did see any sign of avoidance, I would use a different marker. I'd use a verbal marker, a short, sharp sound like yes or good in place of the clicker, but he's okay. Yes, it's camera, you're very handsome. So next we're going to reinforce him for being lined up toward me, and that just means his muzzle pointed toward me. He skipped that step and he's offering eye contact, but what lining up looks like is just that. If he's moving around and I happen to see him pointed towards me, that's what I want to mark. Once you see that's a piece of cake, I'm going to raise the bar a little bit and wait for him to actually offer eye contact. And then I'm going to deliver the treat right there because I don't want him running away so far. I want to keep him closer now. So I can get more repetitions in. Eye contact is really difficult for dogs. Some dogs are more sensitive to people staring at them than others. So what we're doing is also desensitizing them to people staring at them. So if they don't look directly at you, what you can do is click just for their head moving up toward your face, their chin lifting up. You can start with that if looking right at you seems to be too difficult for them. Like that. He wasn't looking right at me, but I did take, sometimes they'll just stare at your chin. He's doing pretty good with that. And it's hard to miss those big, beautiful eyes looking at you. So he's a good one for this demo. Very good. So we're going to move on to the next behavior, which is hand targeting. So I'm going to toss a treat out there for him to go after. And while, freebie. While he's coming back toward me, then I'm going to present my hand. So we like the hand targeting for dogs that are big and rowdy and jump on you. It's a good alternative and compatible behavior. It's great for shy dogs because they get to come up, say hi, and then they get some relief from that social pressure by getting to move away from you too. We can add a second person. We can start to ask the dog to come say hi. So we'll say hi, and just offer your hand. Oh. Excellent. Go say hi. Very good, perfect, thank you. And you can actually, if you want to try it standing up too, because standing up and leaning toward dogs can be really intimidating. So if you want to come up and just offer your hand. Perfect. Great. Thank you, sir. It's always nice to have well-trained strangers to help out with your training. Okay, so hand targeting. Very good. Next is going to be down. So if we have an adult dog, we can try seeing if we can lure them into a sit. Perfect. And he stayed there. Good. A lot of times, sit, down. I'll try asking them once, and if they look at me like I have no idea what you're talking about, I'll try the standard down. Because that's what most humans tend to do. Down. I don't know why the snap and point is so popular with our species, but I'm going to get away from the snapping and gesturing and move just to a verbal. Down. Down. So that was just a little tease there. I just let him, I'm going to give him about 90 seconds to just kind of process it and think about it, because I've given him a clue now a few times. So I'm going to see if he'll just guess. And it's so important to give them this time and let them work it out. Often they'll appear to be distracted or interested in something else, but I think it really is him just trying to figure out what the heck does she want? What do I need to do to get that click and treat? Because he's offering the eye contact. And it's a little frustrating for them. That's why you see the sudden cases of itchies. He's panting a little bit harder now. So even though we're using positive training, it still can be a challenge for them. So it's like, please give me a hint. All right, we'll try just the hand signal. Good boy. Okay, so this time I'm just going to wait him out and not cue him at all, not prompt him at all, not lure him at all, and see if he doesn't offer it spontaneously. That's what I would like to happen. For a lot of our adult dogs that come into the shelter, this is really new for them. Sort of independent, creative thinking. If we want more desirable behaviors to become default behaviors, we have to let him think about it, and I really would like to see him volunteer it. You're super handsome. Yes, you are. You're super handsome. Okay, so to make it easier for him, because I don't want him to get so frustrated that I lose him. I think what I'll do is help him out a little bit. Sit. Down. Good boy. Down. 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 Schultz. It's interesting to me because this is similar to what I experienced with my own dogs. One, I started out using more traditional methods where we used leash corrections and that kind of stuff because I didn't know there was any other way. And my second dog that I used strictly clicker training and reward-based training with, and this guy is actually a lot more like the dog. That was good. A little closer to the ground. He's a lot more like the dog that I used the more traditional methods with first. Seems to have less of a tolerance for frustration and seems less likely to just try things on his own. So we're going to try to just shape it down here because he is. Yes. Yay! Good job. And we'll stop our training session there because I don't want to keep him going if he's getting frustrated or tired. So we're going to end on a good note there. Yay! Good job, buddy.